This is how the pros are using Tank Deadpool. Stick around until the end so you can figure out how to actually use Deadpool inside of your competitive games. Now, one of the fundamental ways to actually see success with Tank is to literally shoot at what your teammates are shooting at. Not even 30 seconds into the game, this team has already killed the freaking Cyclops. And what a lot of y'all Tank players don't do is peel for your team. Here, XOXO's Cap is lining up to dive against the enemy Gambit. The Gambit escapes, and best believe the whole team is stopping that dive. What a lot of y'all Tank players make the mistake of doing is ignoring the enemy team diving your own team, and you just keep prioritizing and killing the enemy healers. So check this out. This Tank Deadpool isn't even fully upgraded. Hell, you could probably say he's not even doing a lot of value. But what if I told you? I'll save that for later though. Now, the Reject team is really just playing for time. They already have the point captured, and they're trying to do their very best to poke the blue team off. Now, check this out. The Gambit pops, and then the Daredevil and Gargoyle go for this rocket. Literally the single best thing as a tank player. Actually, before we get into that, we gotta talk about the crosshair, because you would think the circle and crosshair is the best type of crosshair, but if you keep it on the dot crosshair, then you can actually just line up that dot on the character models and hit the shots. Yes, it's obvious, I know, shut up. And if you notice so far on what Gargoyle has upgraded, he's only upgraded his guns, and that's really it for his gun area. He didn't upgrade Deadpool in your area. I made the mistake before saying if you play Tank Pool, you should always try to upgrade the Deadpool in your area first, but I've been playing Tank Deadpool, and upgrading the guns, you just get more bang for your buck. One, you can upgrade faster. Speaking of upgrades, if you look on the bottom where it says F to upgrade, he still has an upgrade, but he hasn't used it yet. And you might be asking yourself, why hasn't he used an upgrade? Isn't the whole point of using Deadpool to upgrade your abilities as fast as you can? It seems like the biggest mistake. This Tank Pool has only upgraded his guns, and he has like 2 upgrades left. Even on his sword slashes, he hasn't upgraded that. It's only until the enemy team pops a Spider-Man ultimate does he decide to actually upgrade Deadpool in your area.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
And this is a skill a lot of tank players aren't using. If you're playing tank, look at where your team is shooting and shoot at their target. It's a team game. You get points for jumping people. And you would think Deadpool wouldn't go well into a dive comp. I mean, XOXO is running Venom and Angela, but he's actually doing really well. And it's not just because he's playing the hero, it's because he's actually coordinated and reading the freaking battlefield. He's looking at who his divers are shooting at, following up with them, and sometimes occasionally turning around. I'm pretty sure he's using comms, which is a little harder in regular comm games because not everybody comms, and you just turn around and see your backline freaking dead. But there's some few takeaways that you can take away from this. Let's let this play out a little bit more, and I'll share the takeaways that you can use inside your comp games. So I noticed a pattern with Gargoyle's Tank Pool. There's a little priority kill list. He doesn't go for the enemy healers first. He almost always shoots the enemy divers as soon as they're out in the open, and then once a diver is taken care of, then he focuses on the Rocket Raccoon and on this Jeff the Land Shark you're seeing right here. So if you're ever playing Tank Pool or any sort of tank, always deal with the divers first, and then if one diver is dead, then prioritize killing the enemy supports. Subscribe for more esports breakdown, and let me know the most obvious parts inside this video. Subscribe. 3, 2, 1.